So we're heading to do another hill session. Here we go. So we were doing hill sessions previous with Jamira Johns. However, unfortunately the hill got taken away from us, so we were forced to put it on pause. However, during our race for BRP, we found another appropriate hill. Now, because the BRP sessions are slightly smaller, it meant that we were able to deliver hill sessions for the right amount of people, and it means that people can still get hill training in. So this is the first session that we're going to do with BRP, and Cara is going to take us through our hill session. So obviously this hill is not the most ideal one when it comes to hill training. However, when it comes to running, basically you don't want to overcomplicate things. If you can keep it nice and simple and do nice simple work, you will still make progress in running, and that is absolutely important. So we got over to the hill, we did around 1.2k warm up, and then we were taken through a little drill session by Cara. You can see here Tolerance Bridge, obviously all of us based here in Dubai in the UAE. We went through a nice dynamic warm-up, which is very, very important to do before you do a hill session, especially with hamstrings, quads, glutes, and also on your calves, to make sure that you're 100% ready for the session.
Okay.
Coach Cara was just taking us through the warm-up there, and the session explanation, just making sure that everybody knew exactly what they're doing. So we were aiming to do 10 to 12 hard incline repeats of the hill at around 90%, with a nice easy walk/jog back down for recovery. Now this session might not seem overly complicated, but this is exactly the kind of session that you should be planning for a hill session. Nice and simple and easy.
Go on, guys! First hill done. I'm your official photographer today.
here with Coach.
Way.
We just did 10 reps of the tolerance bridge, as you can see, all the people getting around it. So this is another part of the BRP sessions, and it was really good today. We're a bit nervous whether the bridge was going to work.
But actually it worked out perfectly. I can honestly say it is a spicy hill that is going to honestly make your running 10 times better. It's really, really good.
Running season is well underway. Now we have 4 structured sessions every week, so it's absolutely class. So I've just got back home after that hill session. I just want to say that it was absolutely unreal. I think this is true not just for things that I'm organising with running, but for everything in general, that when you're most nervous about stuff not working out, and when you think about it and overthink about it and start thinking, you know, what could go wrong, these are always the sessions that end up being the absolute best. Now, I had zero expectations about what that was going to look like this morning. There was about 8 of us there. We went, did a high quality hill session, nothing complicated, probably the most simple session on paper. We did about a 1.2k warm-up, followed by around 10 hard hill repeats. Most of us, it was taking anywhere between, say, 30 seconds for Mark, around a minute for whoever might have been doing it the slowest, with a nice easy walk/jog back down. We repeated that 10 to 12 times, and the session was absolutely class. Now, I was overthinking about it last night. I was thinking, is this the right thing we're doing? Is the hill good enough? Even silly things, aesthetically, does it look good enough? And we just went and got simple work done well. Now, we're doing that every 2 weeks as part of the BRP, and obviously everyone knows that hills are so important when it comes to your training. It's just like so good to be able to get that down. It means that we've got, for every 2 weeks, we've got 4 good quality sessions for the BRP, and I'm just absolutely loving it. Hamish and the guys were out doing their bike session. We did ask them to get some content this morning, but it sounds like they've not got it. But it's just another good week. Looking forward to smashing the rest of the day. Hopefully you're enjoying following along with all the different sessions. But yeah, great start to the day. Absolutely loving it. So post-session, I was thinking about the shoes I was running in. I want to talk a little bit about these, not an ad or anything. It was for when I was in Germany, Road to Records. Now, Agnes Jabet was there, women's 10k road champion, and all the influencers and all the different coaches and all the different people from around the world were asking her, what's your favourite shoe? Now, to her, the shoes were just a tool for her to be able to get mileage in and get distance in. Now, everyone was expecting her to say Pro 4, you know, she had just broken the record in Takumi, you know, all these different shoes, and she said these shoes. Now, it actually helped change my perspective a little bit, and hopefully this will help change your perspective. Basically, she didn't give a flying damn about what kind of shoe it was. These were her comfiest shoes. She was doing 160k a week, and she was bashing about 120k in these shoes. Now, these are about $60. Now, she can get absolutely any shoe that she wants in the world. She can get anything from Adidas. She can go run every mile in carbon plates, but no, they just got these workhorse shoes. And it made me think about the amount of people, especially in Dubai, who are constantly messaging me, probably 2-3 messages a day. Which type of shoe should I use for this? Which type of shoe should I use for that? Yes, I'm sponsored by Adidas. That's absolutely fine. There's shoes out there for everyone, but the most important thing is actually removing the rubber from the bottom of the shoe by running miles and miles and miles and miles, as many as you possibly can, whilst still sort of keeping good quality. Focus less on what exact type of trainer you are. Yes, of course, I'm going to tell you it's probably good to buy Adidas because that's basically what I'm doing, but basically, think about that. Think about that's her attitude. She's more focused on the quality training that she's doing rather than having some fancy elite shoe. Post-hill session, I've got my matter brekkie. I've got 3 eggs with some potatoes and some coleslaw. So going to get this in. It's really good healthy breakfast to have. I had my oats this morning before I went off to the running session. Then I'm going to try and get into some work. Recently I've been pretty bad with being more focused on work, so I'm really going to try and focus on getting stuff done, especially as I'm going back to Scotland on Friday for Donald's wedding. So really excited for that, but just want to try and have a productive day. I've had a great start, and then hopefully I can earn the right to go and do some fun things later on, maybe ride my bike or do something similar. But hopefully you're enjoying the day in the life.
He's a good dog, Bailey.
So about to get some lunch in after a small block of work. Legs are starting to feel a bit stiff and tight, but luckily I've got Ross from Escape the Pain coming round today, so that should be really nice. I've got a meeting at 1 o'clock as well with somebody who potentially wants to change their life through running, so that's exciting. What a great day so far. This is without a doubt my favourite meal from Matter. Tandoori fish. Oof, you can't beat that. Here's Ross post session, working on the back and the legs. Escape the pain. Just filming B-roll for my other YouTube video. I'm simultaneously filming, but there's not going to be any sound on it, but just to let you know. Been way off it on recording the podcast, like I've just really not been smashing it in, but I need to. That's what I was just looking at just now. I did a solo one 3 weeks ago. So it's now time for a little afternoon dog walk before I go for my evening recovery run and drop Sophie off at the gym. Just recorded the podcast with Cass there. So we were talking the truth about health coaching in Dubai with systems, structure and success. So we discussed a couple of things. Obviously it will be all up on YouTube, so hopefully you can go and watch it, but really interesting to talk all things health and performance coaching with Cass. Really interesting guy, and to be honest, really enjoyed the conversation. So the main takeaways from the conversation was Cass was basically just saying about how important it is for people in business, especially C-suite and executive level people, to really take charge of their health and really help them come up with the solutions to help their problems. And I figure that's quite a lot like what I do with run coaching. Obviously very easy just to tell someone the correct answer. However, if you're able to help somebody get the correct answer through asking the right questions, not only do they sort of apply those answers better when they come the answers to the questions better, it also means that they also feel empowered, and it also makes them feel part of the journey, which is hopefully what I do with my coaching. And if I do coach you and you're watching this and I don't do that, then I'm sorry. I'll try and do better. When it comes to your own running, are you asking yourself correct questions? Are you asking yourself any questions at all? Are you giving yourselves a chance to, maybe feedback on your own sessions or what you're doing, if it's right or wrong? I think you have so much learnings from doing this kind of activity, and it's mostly why I encourage people to use their notes in the Training Peaks diary. Just give yourself a chance to write these things down, especially when it's fresh in your head. You can revisit them 24 hours later, a week later, and then you can have a chance to properly reflect and see what's what about the whole situation. Definitely worthwhile doing, asking some questions and putting down some answers. It's that part of the vlog where Bailey is involved. Now, people say that you should go on a dog walk for your mental health, but if you've ever walked with a Labrador, you'll know the mental stresses it takes by walking the dog, as every about 5 seconds she tries to pick something different off the ground. She is a good dog though, and as you can see, she's pretty happy, especially now that we're into the winter and we can go for walks at 4:30, 5 o'clock and we're not sweating. I'm even wearing a hoodie. Good dog.